Welcome back to the River Valley Redneck. Today I'm going to be talking about the Razorbacks football team. Yeah, it's really hard being a Razorbacks fan. I'm not one of the fair weather fans though that will only be around and root for them when they're winning. I'm going to root for them whether they're winning, losing, whatever. I don't care. I like the Razorbacks football. Not into the baseball, basketball, nothing like that. But I'm definitely a football fan for Razorbacks. Now, today's loss was a real hard loss against Oklahoma. That first half, thought for sure, yeah, we're gonna win, gonna have it made. Then the second half rolls around, and I don't know. It's almost like they got a second team that comes out the second half. They made a couple of errors in the first half, and then it wasn't horrible, but it happens. It's going to happen. But you get to that second half, and it's just nothing but messing up, nothing but having stupid fouls called. Ball intercepted a couple times. We turned it over, and yeah, it's pretty bad. We went from a 21-7 lead to losing the freaking game, and we took it to overtime, which really surprised me. It was a close game. I'll give them credit for that. And if you go back and look at the last couple of years, last several years, we've made improvements. We have. KJ Jefferson from last year and the last couple of years, he's, in my opinion, an okay quarterback. He didn't show a whole lot as far as he could be a great quarterback or anything like that. Now, the quarterback we got now, Green, he's looking pretty decent. He's definitely got potential. If you're a Razorback football fan, you got to look at the positives. That's all you can do right now. A couple years ago, this game would have been a blowout and not in our favor. This year, we held our own for the first half, for sure. Second half, we barely held it, but we lost in the end. But you got to look at the positives and the strides that we've made. I think bringing Petrino back was a huge plus. I think he's going to make a difference when the year finally ends. I really hope that we have a better year than what they're calling for. But we really should have won that game. We did have one call that really should have been against us, but they let that one slide and they missed that call. And then as far as the other calls, pretty much good calls. The one bad call in the game that I saw was in our favor. Doesn't generally happen that way for us either. But watching the game, there's a lot of positives that I can take from it. Our defense looked pretty decent for the first half. Our offense looked really good for the first half. We only let one defensive score in during the first half. And that was a turnover. We had the ball intercepted. Like I said, it happens. But other than that one play, it was a pretty good first half for us. The second half, I don't know what happened there. I really don't. I don't know what to say about it. It was just brutal. They screwed up play after play. We got to get a new kicker or something. I think that this next week, at least for the next week, every single day, our field goal kicker needs to be kicking 20, 30, 40 different field goals a day, because he's swinging them left and right. He's not even close on most of them. And there's a lot of college kickers out there that can field goal one from 40, 45, 50 yards out. We got one that's missing them at 37, 40. Yeah, we either need a new kicker or he needs to have his butt worked off. Then last week's game, the the guy running across the line to score a touchdown. Doesn't matter, that touchdown was called back, but he let the ball go just as he crossed the line. What the crap? I think Pittman should have had his butt working out with that football taped to his hand and told him, you do not let go of that ball unless you have stopped. You're either on the ground or your feet are done moving. You don't drop that ball. I think he should have had that thing taped to his hand the whole week. No matter what. But we've definitely got a lot of progress that can be made. They're showing good signs of progress over the last couple of years. And it's not bad. I mean, I think that we've got a real good shot at having a decent year. We're not going to win a championship or nothing title like that, but I think we got a good shot at having a decent year. They're calling for us to win, what, five games, 4 games, something like that. I think if we play our cards right, if they have a year like that, I think they're capable of, I think we can get 6, maybe 7 games in total under the win column. It just seems to always go from the first half. We're cheering the Hogs on. We're doing great. And then when they go to the locker room, I don't know what they're doing in there, but they need to change. Because when they come out, they're a totally different team. It's like we can't finish a game. Last year we had several games that we only lost by a couple points. And most of them were lost in the second half. We need to work on becoming a better finisher, a stronger finisher. Pittman's first year out looked like they was doing pretty decent as far as being able to finish the game just as strong as they started the game. But ever since that first year, that's gone down too. I like Pittman. I don't think he needs to go. I do like the guy. He wants to be here. That's a plus. He pretty much begged for that job. When he got the job, it sounded like he wanted that job. So that's a good fit there. You need to have a coach that wants to be here, that truly wants to be here. And I think bringing Petrino in was a smart decision. And I do believe that he can make that smart decision pay off in the long run. And they've just got to work on their second half struggles, because that's been bad for us. If we can ever get that second half figured out, we'll be a pretty daggum good team. I do believe. But boy, it does make being an Arkansas fan kind of hard sometimes. You've got people that won't even claim to be an Arkansas fan when we're losing. Me, win, lose, or draw, I'm Arkansas for life. There's kind of a backstory to that. The reason I like Arkansas is from pretty much whenever I can remember. Whenever I went over to my grandparents' house on the weekends and Arkansas was playing, they were parked in front of that TV or in front of a radio, either listening or watching the Arkansas Razorbacks. It didn't matter if it was baseball, basketball, football, whatever. If it was an Arkansas sport, they were watching it. And ever since they passed away, I don't think I've missed a single year of at least listening to the biggest majority of a football game. I can't get into baseball or basketball. I can't. But even during deer season, I'll sit in my tree stand. I got a little bitty radio that I listen to it in one ear while the game's going on. I'm tree stand or not, I'm listening. I just, one of them things that I guess kind of connects me to them. But hopefully this year we'll turn around, get better, and hopefully we'll start putting some more wins under that column. I think we've got the potential for it. I think the team is there. I think they just need to have some rough edges smoothed out just a little bit more, and definitely work on that second half. So if you have any thoughts or comments, I'd love to hear them. You know, if you don't mind, give it like and subscribe button a push. I'd really appreciate that. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go back to work on my laser engraving and see what happens. Y'all be good.